The Lincoln University Violence Project Mental Health Group consists of members Rakia Cohen, Asia Cobbs, Fantasia Walden, Ashley Williams, and Tia Hammond. The term mental illness is used when someone expresses significant changes in their behavior, feelings, or thinking. The changes need to be bad enough to affect how the person functions or to cause distress to them or to other people. Throughout this semester, the mental health group has touched on major issues that are associated with this topic, such as mental health and its relationship with violence, drug usage, and how it can affect adults and children. Additionally, what the United States government is doing to resolve the issue of mental health problems, and overall what an individual can do for oneself to control this issue.
Over the course of the semester, our group covered the topic mental health. We discussed different types of mental illnesses, risk factors, health insurance, personal stories of people experiencing situations dealing with health and violence, mental health issues involving incarceration, background checks, and etc. Our goal was to get our viewers to understand the seriousness of gun violence, period, by breaking it up into different categories so they can see all aspects of the bigger issue, gun violence. Right here with me, we have a student by the name of Cheyenne Simon, here to speak about her perceptions of mental health and gun violence.
I believe mental health has become a big problem in regards to insurance, because as I recall, at the age of 21, I got kicked off of my parents' insurance and had to get my own. Some people don't have the privilege of paying for their own insurance, so like they go to all means to try to get insurance, or go to all means to try to do whatever they have to do to get themselves together. Okay, I know there has been incidents where my friend has not been able to fit in. He has been left alone. We were able to go out for lunch. He would go out by himself or try to meet new people outside of school. There has been one incident where he threatened to blow up the school, and the students took it to the administrators, and nothing really happened because of his issue of autism. But I believe something should have happened because of past incidents where people have blown up schools or shot other people due to them and they had autism.
My name is Thais Hammond. I'm a part of the group that covered mental health issues. In the beginning, I didn't think that mental health was such a big deal, but when I started actually researching and finding out that a lot of people don't get help for mental illness, and like I noticed that it is actually a big deal, and people do need to actually seek out for help. And in Philadelphia, there are actually many people that are uninsured and that actually has mental illness, but that haven't been helped.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley Williams, and my group did research based upon mental illnesses and violence. I've learned that there are many mental illnesses out there that are unknown, such as OCD, autism, and alcoholism. And I've also learned that background checks are very essential to purchasing guns. So therefore, I know that government hasn't been doing a good job when it comes to doing background checks, because there are still people out there committing mass murders, and they definitely need to go get checked out.
Hi, my name is Ashley Redding. Myself, along with Tanisha Morris, Allyson Robinson, and Timothy Austin, are a part of the gun policy group. In light of the December 12th mass shooting in Sandy Hook that killed 20 children and 6 teachers, President Barack Obama has put out a proposal reflecting the changes in gun policy, demanding that there be more changes. As a gun policy group, our job over the course of this semester was to examine those exact proposals along with other incidents reflecting why the gun policy should be changed.
Hi, my name is Timothy Austin. I'm a part of the gun policy group. And my reflections on this whole project, I've been exposed to a lot of new laws for me about gun policy and how the law finds its ways around of controlling people with guns, and also how gun control also stems from other factors like poverty and demographics of race. So just being able to have the opportunity to see that it's not just as it's shown to you, is ultimate learning experience.
My name is Tanisha Morris, and I'm part of the gun policy group. Overall, I'm happy that my group got to do this project. I think we got to look inside a topic that we wouldn't have looked into much before. And it's important that we look into this topic because it's actually affecting us as we're going into the real world today. So in 5 to 10 years from now, I can just imagine how strict gun laws are going to be. We have states like New Jersey who have strict gun laws now, and they're tightening up on their laws. So I can just imagine years from now, all states will. 5 to 10 years from now, I can imagine that all states will have really strict gun laws. And I believe that that will actually help. And maybe, well, hopefully, there won't be as much mass shootings that are happening today.
Hello everyone, my name is Paige Mitchell, and I was a part of the media group for Professor Crittenden's special projects class where we created an LU violence project. And just the gist of our project and what we did with it was we took a deeper look into gun violence in the media and just took a look into see how African Americans are portrayed and all races in general. For example, the Trayvon Martin case, we took how Trayvon Martin was portrayed and how Zimmerman was portrayed throughout the media. And in the media, on the news, newspapers, and magazines, Trayvon Martin was portrayed as a stereotypical African-American male who was into gangs and smoked weed and was heavily in trouble in school. And Zimmerman was portrayed as this nice man who just wanted to take a step up in his community. So in our project, we would just take various situations and just look into depth of it and see what the media really does and how the media really takes a toll on how people perceive people. So that's basically what we did. And this is my teammate who was also a part of the media group, Erica Blackwell, and she's going to talk about the reflection. So Erica, how did you feel about our project and what do you think you got from it?
What I believe that we've learned from this project is there hasn't been a lot of research correlating media and gun violence. There has been steps taken to bring the two together, such as Barack Obama's new gun policy that he's trying to present where he's offering grant money to start researching. Also, Seattle took steps as the first city to really put money into trying to research what's been going on between media and gun violence. There has been several movies that have been shown, such as Natural Born Killers, that these people who committed these crimes, such as Columbine, and a few other cases, actually watched this movie before they even went out to commit the crime. And they haven't had a history in crime. So learning these type of things and saying that there might be a possible correlation, even though there are many naysayers who say no, there is no correlation, I think it's something that we really should start looking into on a full scale for our society's sake, because as young kids start to grow up and they're watching these images daily on TV, their video games, even like certain radio shows and things like that, and they're hearing constantly about fighting and shooting and being mad, and then we're not understanding that their developing minds are learning that it is okay to react violently towards other people. And I think it's a really good thing that we are starting to now bring awareness to bringing the two together, because there might be something here, not just, mental illness and not just trying to restrict and do backgrounds, but also looking at what are we seeing daily to help us to be more positive, peaceful role models instead of reacting in a violent way that's hurting people on a full scale.
Okay everyone, so this is Denise Moore, one of our fellow students at Lincoln University, and I'm just going to ask her a quick question about what she feels about gun violence and how it's portrayed in the media. So Denise, I'm going to ask you basically, how do you feel gun violence is portrayed throughout the media, specifically talking towards music and rap songs and things of that sort? Do you feel like rap artists of today put it out there as if gun violence is okay and it's all right to retaliate on those measures and things like that?
Yes, I do. They make it seem like it's so cool, to have a gun. I wouldn't say that I listen to the music and want to, to shoot somebody, but I do feel like they do portray it as in, not in a positive way, but it's very negative. And a lot of kids, they look up to that because they listen to that music. Anybody can, listen to whatever rap songs, Waka Flocka, Rick Ross, Meek Mill. But yeah, I do think they make it seem like it's okay to be violent.
Okay, so now I'm going to introduce one of our fellow Lincoln University students, another one. This is Breanna McCullar, and I'm going to ask her opinion and basically what she feels video games do to our youth in society, and if it really plays a toll on the youth and with games playing such as Call of Duty and things of that sort. So, Breanna, how do you feel on that subject?
I feel that when it comes to video games, it's really the household that the child is in. I mean, I do feel like video games that are violent, such as Call of Duty or Battlefield or things like that, do have some type of influence, but at the same time, if the child is taught right from wrong, then they should know better.
Okay. All right, thank you, Bree. This is my third interview with Michael Urquhart. So, Michael, I'm going to ask you about basically the movies. That's the topic we're going to discuss in this moment. And I was going to ask you, how do you feel the movies in today's society really affect the youth and just people in general? Like, what do you think that they take from these movies that portray such violence, such as Django, and Die Hard, Matrix, and things of that sort? What's your take on that?
I mean, I feel as though movies that portray action, violence is subjective to the target audience, and most of those have ratings of rated R, so that kids under the age will not be able to see those type of movies. But you know, with the access of Netflix and the internet, they are more accessible to those kids. So I feel as though that once they understand that it's a movie rather than real life, and that has to be explained by the parents. You know, parents are supposed to let them know that what are in movies are actually fake, and understand that they play a major role in the children's mindset of movies that has gun violence into it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Michael.
So I hope that you enjoy everything that was put on the website, luviolenceproject.wordpress.com, and I hope that our concise writing will make a difference.